Hey, what's up, guys? This is T-Bone here. Welcome to another episode of Playing Legendary Game of Heroes. This time we're streaming on a Friday afternoon because this is one of those off events where we basically are going nonstop, back to back to back events. And this is a light commander event on a Friday. And so I thought that I could do a stream as the event starts because we don't really get a chance to preview before the event begins. And so we got a couple people in the chat right now, just saying hi to everybody there. We've got David and Judge of All, Heath and Johnny Tables. Welcome to the stream. All right, so they've hyped this up for a while. This is the event that features the band, which is SONAMOO. And it's a Korean band, and they've basically made them into playable characters. And so what I wanted to do is talk about the cards and specifically talk about whether or not it's worth going after, and also if possible I like to try and play with the deck a little bit and see how it all works out. And so we got more people joining the stream now, so welcome everybody. And just wanted to begin by saying that I was actually hoping to be able to showcase a shirt that I had redesigned. Unfortunately, it hasn't arrived yet. UPS said that it's coming, and so unfortunately it hasn't arrived yet, and so I couldn't actually showcase it. I'm wearing the red color one, but this is an old one. I actually wanted to show you guys this. I was kind of hoping to feature it, and I was kind of playing around with the Amazon merchants, and I'm not sure if I quite like the quality of the shirt itself, so I'm trying a different vendor. And so take a look here. And of course, again, this is not something that you need to get. If you wanted if you wanted to, that's great. But I just wanted to get some feedback. Let me know what you think about the design itself. I really like the font. I found this font. I really liked it. So give me some feedback. Let me know what you think about it. And this is something that I enjoy doing. So I was hoping to wear it in this event, but again, UPS is late in delivery. So unfortunately, we couldn't do that. All right, so enough of that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the deck here. And as MTM already said in here, it is the Nicole. This is a light version of Nicole deck. And so it's going to be a good deck for sure. And so we got more people here. We got Noah Leah and some new names as well. First time joining the stream here. Thank you for joining us there, Saifik. And we got Vicky, Doug, Rentatux, and Demos, as well as Nightfall. And people are tired. That is definitely the case if you've been playing the two previous events, and now we got a third one. And afterwards, I believe we get 1 day of rest, and we can go back to our regular scheduled event programming. So let's take a look, and first let's see if there's any changes in our vault. It looks like it's back to the original vault style, and so it's basically no additional things. There's no bingo balls, there is no trading cards, but we do get an additional vault card per pull. And there was an announcement made that you could still actually get your bingo balls until next day. And so I wanted to take a quick look there and to see if it's still the case. So if you look in here, I'm trying to see where the bingo balls are located. If somebody knows where I could find it. I saw it earlier, but right now I don't actually see where you can actually claim it. And I'm trying to see. Oh, so there it is. So they actually haven't closed this activity here. So you can still go in here, go to the bingo place, and then you can actually get show you bingo. So thanks to my guildmates, and also I wanted to shout out to Storm and Fury, which is led by Ronan Ross. So I went in and he gave me the missing bingo balls I had to get the full board. So just wanted to say thank you to him, and also for the warm welcome by the guild there. So a little shout out for you guys. All right, so the thing is, I got the reward here, so I should have gotten a voucher for the master card, but I didn't see it. I don't see it in the inbox just yet, so I'm not sure how that's actually going to work. So I'm expecting at least a master collection card, but I'll just wait for that to happen. We'll see what happens. But let's take a look at the cards first. So there's no other collections here. So we will start by taking a look at the master collection card, which is Breaker the Rapper. And so this is actually a trickster card, and we've never had a trickster deck. This used to be goblin. Like, we've had cards here and there that are goblins, but now this is an actual deck, and it's going to be a light trickster deck. So the master collection card will create 4 light power gem 3s, And if you're dancing, then it gets doubled. So this is a 5-turn cooldown though, so it is a decent Master Collection card, I would say. That in terms of the power output, I think really it's the passive that is really great, because every 3 turns it'll create 4 light power gem 3s, and it also doubles if you are dancing. So every 3 turns you can passively create gems, and then every 5 turns you can actively also spawn gems. And because it's a passive, that means on turn 1, before you even do any matches, you will also create 4 light power gem 3s. So having these Master Collection cards in the deck means you're going to have a really good one turn attacking deck. So this is a pretty good light commander card for sure. And it is also a beast killer, and so it's going to be really good against entropy if you're going against the gold trial. And so let's take a look. So it does dispel thorns, and so thank you, Demos. There is an announcement from Amy that the voucher will automatically come to your account in about 15 minutes. Okay, so it should just come. And so that means we can actually already get a card, and I don't see one just yet. So we'll just wait for that. Okay, and so that is the Master Collection card. So that's a pretty good card by itself. And then we have Maknae, which is the ultra rare card. And so the ultra rare card it's like remember the what is it? Josephine, right? There was the water human deck. So this is very similar. And we've also seen the water in the cold deck. So this card will become immune to damage for 1 turn. And if you're hit by an enemy while immune, and keep in mind, because it's commander, you're always going to get hit. So basically the turn after you activate, you will get hit. You're going to heal and also cleanse all debuffs. And what it will do is also basically start dancing and gain 25% damage reduction for 3 turns. And it's also a 5-turn cooldown deck, but it does have a passive where every time you attack, it creates 4 gems and 2 power gem 4s. And so this is a deck where having multiple copies of ultra rare actually will be a good guild versus guild deck. Like, this is, from what I've seen, I don't have this the water version of this deck. From what I've seen, this is a really good guild versus guild type deck. So if you have it, you'll be able to do well in the event. And this card will dispel fear. So far we've got thorns and fear. And then let's take a look at the support card here, which is Young at Heart, the Maknae. And that is a very similar card in that it will also give you immunity, but you only gain the stats for dancing if you're above 200 commander skill point. And so it's not something that you get immediately. You have to attack more in order to use it, but you can use this to double the amount of gems that you create. And so it does create 4 gems every time you attack. So it's a really nice deck, really, to do a lot of gem creation, and it heals whenever you activate your battle skills. So you can choose when to activate them, and you can also get some heal there. So there's a good balance of everything. And Mr. Hawklands, welcome to the stream here. And this card will dispel poison. So I think so far it's poison and thorns and then fear. So thorns, poison, and fear are the 3 skills that you have to watch out for. And let's take a look at we'll take a look at the event card first, and then we can take a look at the ultimate form. So the event card is Star Princess. I'm going to look at the 6-star version. It will create just basically, always as usual, it's a weaker version of the Master Collection card. It creates 4 power gem 1s and doubles if you are dancing, and it's a 5-turn cooldown. So basically the entire deck is 5-turn cooldown, which is okay because of the passive. So basically, if you have the ultra rare cards and if you have the ultimate form, you're always going to be creating power gems anyway, and so you're not really going to feel the effect of the fact that it's a 5-turn deck. And in fact, like, it's really after you've activated the turns afterwards when you're actually going to deal the most damage there. And so So Catherine McIntyre, I don't seem wild. I like the deck. I actually like this deck. I'm actually pretty happy because I actually have enough dust to get this deck if I don't end up getting lucky here. So I will at least get the Master Collection card. I'm hoping to be able to get the ultra rare. And so here is the ultimate form deck: Light, Hope, and Justice. And so Lucifer, if I am going to go for it, I think so. Just because I think that this is a really strong light commander deck, like the water deck. So for me, like generally, I prefer to go after Slayer decks because I think it has a better longevity. But this type of deck in Commander actually can work really well across events, and also I think this will do well the next light event, and I think this is one of those decks that will have staying power. And so in that case, that's why I think it'll be good to go for that. And so let's take a look at the ultimate form, and then I'm going to talk about the $29.99 pack in a minute, because I think for some of you, I want to make sure that you're well aware of what you're getting into when you pay for that. And so this card, Ultimate Form, will create 4 power gems and doubles if you are dancing. So you can, that's the same as the Master Collection card. But on the passive, it'll create 4 light power gem 3s every 3 turns. And then every time you attack, it creates 4 light gems and 2 power gem 4. So basically, this card by itself will just, create lots of power gems for you. Combine that with the Ultimate Form, Ultra Rare and the Master Collection card, you're basically set. And so this is one of those decks where this is why it's good for guild versus guild, because every time you attack, you get all of those power gems. And then if you have the relics to go with it, then basically you are always guaranteed to get lots of gems on the board, which will help you do constant attacks every single wave. And so this is the Ultimate Form. And if you take a look at the collection cards, the only one I'm missing is Ilona. I've never gotten her. I never got this card from when it was available, so I actually do hope to get her. And basically the other card is Mr. Crow that is available in the Dust Shop if you need it. And then also Legacy Arabata, again, also available in the 20 Dust Shop. And so Westwolf, the optimal deck is Ultimate Form, 2 Master Collection cards, and 2 Ultra Rare. So there you go. So if you were able to get those, that would be the optimal. And so let's go ahead and collect these, and we can actually craft the Master Collection card now from that. And then if I collect, I guess that's the 2 Master Collection cards ones. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the $29.99 pack first before we actually do anything. So what you get from this pack, I wanted to talk about this because there is 2 main heroes, which is okay. Generally, you may not get that unless you get to at least tier 4, so that right there is okay. Support heroes are something that you normally get. You always get 1, and you can get at least 1 in tier 2, so it's not really as important. But what really is nice is you get a guaranteed Master Collection card. That is a card that will be good on its own. It doesn't guarantee the ultra rare card, which is unfortunate, and there's no relics. And so by itself, I would actually say it's not worth the $29.99 if that is all you get. Unless you really need the Master Collection card, then that's kind of like a balance. Like, because if you're going to be spending, then you can also get the guarantee here. Because if you wanted to get the guarantee at tier 6, that is going to be more expensive. So that is something to think about. But what makes this interesting is that it has 3,000 gems in here. So if you think about it, it's $29.99. It essentially comes out to $1 for every 100 gems. So usually when you buy these packs after the event starts, there's these $29.99 or $19.99, $9.99, like these $10, $20 packs that you can get 8 cards or 4 cards for. Generally, from what I've seen, you don't typically get a lot of really good cards because there's no guarantee, and you're not getting any gems back. So basically, you're spending dollars, and you're getting some cards. You're getting something that is potentially good, potentially bad, but you don't get anything else in return. With this particular pack, you actually get the gems back that you can then reuse into the game. It's as if you were buying gems for yourself, and instead of spending if you take a look at what you can spend $40 for 4,750 gems, or you can spend $20 for 2,350. And so $30 for 3,000 gems is a little bit less than the ratio you get if you just bought gems directly here. So it's not exactly sort of like the kind of ratio you get, but you're getting a guaranteed Master Collection card. And so that's completely up to you now how you want to spend it. Personally, I'm going to hold off on it unless I really, really need it. Like, let's say I got multiple copies of the Ultra Rare and I don't have the Master Collection card, but since I'm getting one from the bingo, I don't need to go after that. So I'm going to go ahead and open the pack. Let's go ahead and take a look. And we also get 2 additional pulls. So this actually makes the first 2 tiers really, really good. So if you're a VIP, you're getting 2 additional cards every pull. And so here we have, this is the Master Collection card breaker, so that's good. A tier 1 Master Collection card pull, that's awesome. And so I think so there's two cards so two additional pulls. So let's see, so that was from one of the additional ones, and the other one was a ultimate token. So let's go to tier 2 and let's see what we get here. And so what we're looking for is not young heart. What we want is the ultra rare card, and that is let's take a look. I just want to see the name here, if it show it. It's a Star Princess and Maknae Heart of Gold. So let's open up tier 2 and let's see. All right. So that will basically mean I'll get at least 2 Master Collection cards there. I could craft the ultra rare, and so this is a support card, Young at Heart, and we get 2 additional ones. And here's another Young at Heart. Ooh, wow. Okay, so I got a relic here on tier 2. So that's the Transducer. And so okay, so far so good. We're doing relatively well in our pulls. And if I actually manage to get an ultra rare card from the pulls, I will probably craft for 2 pink stars, because I'll be able to craft 1. So let's see. So far so good. Thank you very much for like well wishes so far, guys. It's been great. So we're gonna get another relic here for sure, and we're gonna pull 3 cards plus 2. So we're expecting to get 5 cards in this particular pull. Let's see how we do. Fingers crossed here. And so this is the first card here, and we are going to get that's the guaranteed relic there. Okay, and that's the Targa, and then the key. So basically I got keys and shields, and that was basically just a guarantee relic, and then shields and keys. That's the unfortunate part of the pull here. So these are the cards. I mean, I got 2 cards from there, but the additional pulls didn't help me get anything. So we could actually go to tier 4. That gets us Star Princess, which also, if we get the ultra rare, allows us to get the shiny Master Collection card. So let's go ahead and get that, and let's see how we do here. The last commander event, I managed to pull the ultra rare card, which I was so here is the Star Princess, and so I'm hoping like I get some. So here's another relic. So I got 3 relics here. Ice Queen, keys, Summertime, and ooh, another Master Collection card. Okay, so no ultra rare. I was hoping for the ultra rare there, but I will take it. It is a really good card to have regardless. So that's tier 4. So far I pulled 3 Master Collection cards, 2 Master Collection cards, and pulled 3 relics. Got the event card and a couple of support cards. All in all, a really good pull. Came really close to getting my my ultimate form, but I do have the dust to go after that. And so if I wanted to, I could craft the ultra rare, which I am seriously contemplating. Generally, I don't like to leave myself without a I don't like to leave myself imbalanced per se, but what I kind of think is that this deck actually really benefits from the ultra rare and from the ultimate form, and so I think I will go for it anyway. And let's see, so still haven't gotten any rewards yet. I'm gonna go ahead and clear out some cards first and see if I can just go ahead and play with this first. And so do I think that it's actually worth it? Like for me personally, because I like the deck and I like the art, it's definitely something that I will consider going after. So I will consider. Let me just double check, make sure I didn't accidentally dust anything else I don't want to dust. So like I would personally go after it. And so, I just think that it is, the ultra rare card is really sort of like the key to this recipe here. And so fortunately, pulled 2 Master Collection cards there. If I had gotten 1 ultra rare, that would have nicely balanced it out with the gift there. But again, I'm not being greedy. I'm not complaining. I'm actually really happy with what I pulled. So thank you so much, everybody, for the good wishes there. And so this is the deck here. I think that I personally definitely wouldn't go after the $29.99 deck pack at this point, given that I already have 2 Master Collection cards. And if I craft the ultra rare, then I'll have also the shiny plus the gift. So that's actually 4 Master Collection cards in there, which is a little bit more than I actually need there. And so I'm not going to be going that after deck. And if you're trying to decide, like if you're saying like, hey, I'm either going to spend $30 to buy the pack, or I'm going to spend the gems to, pull. I guess the question is whether you're VIP or not. If you're not VIP, you're not getting the benefit of the additional cards. And if you don't have any gems, $30 is not going to get you a lot of gems. $30 is going to get you, basically $19.99 worth of gems, 2,300. I mean, you could then spend another $10 for another 1,000 to get a little bit more than 3,000 gold, and then you can use that to pull. But I think at that point, you might as well go after the pack and get your guaranteed Master Collection card, and then do 2 tiers, or you can probably pull 3 tiers depending on how much gems you have, to try and hope to get that ultra rare if you were really trying to go after it. So that's kind of how I feel about that. And so the Reaper, how am I gonna get the Ilona Edge Runner? Hoping that during the pull for the trophies, like, so you can actually go into the event right here and you can take a look at the boss arena. You can take a look at where is it, at the collections. So in the collections here, down here, there's a 25% chance that I could get Ilona. It's not, unfortunately, in the dust shop. So Ilona is actually not in the dust shop, but it is. There's a 25% chance that I could get it from here. So this is actually one time where I don't want to get the event card from the 25%. I want Ilona, so I can get the ultra rare dust and also get the shiny if I get that. And so that is, that is what I think about this particular deck. And this event will end, let's see, it actually ends in 3 days, it looks like. It's a really short event. So the event ends in 3 days. It's just gonna go from Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think it ends on Monday, and then we basically get that break, and then Tuesday, I think, then comes back to the preview day, and then Wednesday is when we start event again. So we get a little break after this. So Mr. Start status. This deck is worth going after if you can. Yes, like if you're gonna go after a commander deck, this style of deck actually is a good one to go after. And so I think that it wouldn't be a bad idea to invest your dust in crafting the cards you need to get the card. Now, I personally have a pretty good Light Slayer deck, so I am not too concerned about not having the dust for crafting the ultimate form when the Light Slayer event starts, because I actually enjoyed this. I actually enjoyed this deck, and when I first saw it, I kind of was like, okay, well, it's a K-pop deck. I do enjoy that, so it is definitely good, and this helps with the guild versus guild fights as well. So that's something that I could definitely play with. And so Catherine McIntyre, is the last honor commander going to work in this event? Only against some bosses. I think against the secondary boss, and also against your ultimate boss. So the last light commander, so let's take a look. Light commander event, I think he said honor commander. We can take a look there. So it is this card right here, and it is a chaotic killer. So some of the bosses will be chaotic killer, and so that means that when you do ultra kill or overkill, some of the bosses will have will spawn that will be spirit type. So the chaotic killer is going to be the one that will be strong against it, as opposed to this event deck. And so it's always the last event deck versus and then combined with this event deck that makes it good. And so let's see, John Wilson, you have enough dust to get almost 2 Master Collection cards. I guess the question is whether or not you'll also get the ultra rare. If you can get the ultra rare, that's going to be really good. But if not, I think you should save your dust for like if you can already get 1 Master Collection card, you could just spend on 1. I wouldn't use dust for 2 Master Collection cards. I think you should save some at least for 1 for the next event. So like I think that dust should be used sparingly if you really need to, if you really want. If you have more than enough for 2, then I would save 1. That's how I feel about it. And so yeah, the Reaper, I I will craft it. I will craft it so I can get the ultra rare there. Syndrome Gaming, there's a very good chance that Ilona will be in Depot. Currently, Earth Giants ends in 24 hours. That's actually a very, very good point right there as well. So if I don't pull it, you can also take a look in. Oh, so I got the crate there. So that was the crate that was given. So there's my third copy of the Master Collection card there. So if you go to Drill Fist Deal Depot, right now the VIP deal is going to end in 1 day. So it could be that in the very next day, this will reset, and then you might actually get the card with Ilona in there. So I think that's actually a good idea. And so Captain McIntyre, so if you don't get this deck, where do we go? So there are definitely options. I started playing around a little bit, and one of the ideas I came up with was, if you wanted to try something, I'm just kind of playing around a little bit. So using Aileen as the leader, you could also get really good output if you have the previous yokai deck. So if you have the yokai deck, it also is a beast killer, and so this will work really well in this event as well. And so yokai plus I put in the Master Collection card Yokozuna. I actually managed to pull the shiny Master Collection card here, and it's also a honor card. And so I think putting this, now I just randomly threw in Hellboy in here, but honestly you can put in like if you have the Master Collection card, if you're missing the full team ultra rare, for example, like this would be a really good option, for example. And so like this right here gets you 13 plus 6, no, 13 plus 5 plus 4, right? So 23. That's 23 commander bonus that you get for this particular team, and you get the killer bonus, and your Aileen will basically give 3 times bonus to all of your cards there. So I think this type of setup would be good if you have that. And so let's see. MTM Ilona unlikely for Depot. She's Slayer at the commander event, and the schedule will be ultra. Okay, so I can't argue with MTM since he's the prophet in this community, and so if it's not, then it's okay. Like I can hope, right? But if it doesn't, it doesn't, right? I'm just hoping for the best, and if I can get a shiny hero, great. A shiny Master Collection card, great. But if not, I already have enough. I'm not going to be too worried about that. And so yeah, so the yokai deck also will completely like keep you alive forever because of the ultimate relic here that gives you, basically gives you this heal. And so this actually, so like yokai decks for Slayer is going to be amazing for commander events as well. So next time we see a yokai deck in Slayer, I'm definitely going to be recommending it because you will find it useful in any situation, whether it's commander or Slayer. That's what I think, because you're never gonna die. The healing factor is just amazing here, and so this deck right here actually I think will perform really well as well. And so I definitely will be playing with this as well, and then we will do we will take a look. Okay. And so I think that's pretty much what I wanted to cover for this particular section. And one thing I wanted to say here, just wanted to say to everybody that this episode actually marks the 300th episode that I've officially marked with a number on it. Like I've had other videos I've created where I just didn't bother with a number because it was just like a very short tidbit, whatnot. But this is number 300, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for all of the support, guys. And this has been really wonderful and really great for this. And so one of the things I wanted to do was, I was hoping to show something, and I was hoping to do something a little bit, to celebrate a little bit. But honestly, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody. And I'll think about something for later. I didn't really have a chance to really plan it through. The sort of the rushed event kind of got me in for a loop. I just wanted to kind of just say, hey, we're number 300. Hopefully, we can go up to 400, 500, who knows. But it's been a great adventure so far. And so 300 days of gifts. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do 300 days, but I'll definitely try and think of something. I was able to do a shirt giveaway before, but that's because I actually had the shirt. It's gonna be something I like to give back to the community as much as I can. But I didn't want to just rush it and make it seem like it was unorganized. And so I am thinking about something. It is going to involve a giveaway of some sort. It might be, but it probably won't be like a big one. I think it would just be maybe it potentially would be one of the shirts, one of the newer design shirts that I came up with that I can help print and ship to you guys. That is one idea I have. So keep posted. I'll keep you posted. It's not going to happen this stream, but I'll definitely be posting something in my community tab. And so if you are subscribed, keep an eye out on that. I will have something there for sure. And so that's it for me. And the event has officially started. And so one of the things that I wanted to do, which we normally don't get a chance to take a look at, is like the rewards that you get near the end, whether it's something that is, it looks like it's going to be a loyalty coin type. It's going to be a VIP event, so everything is all about the loyalty coins here. So you can use that to basically purchase some things in the loyalty store. Not like nothing for like the Dragoons or anything like that. So thank you everybody for the congrats, and yeah, it's been really great. And thanks MTM for the congrats as well. And so Mr. X, you got the ultra rare and the ultimate relic in 3 tiers. That's awesome. That's what I like to see for people who go after this. So if you get the ultimate relic and you get the ultra rare card, getting the Master Collection card, you're going to have a great event here. And so I just wanted to make sure that I haven't left anything else. I think that's pretty much it. It's going to be a short event. And so again, this will end much shorter. I think it's a 4-day event, like Friday today, and then ends Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, it basically ends Monday. And so it's going to be a really, really short event. The question then is going to be how are we going to collect all of the, how are we going to be able to collect all of the quest points? And also, are we going to be able to complete, the challenges? Because typically, like the last map doesn't open until later. All of these questions are unanswered for me right now, but keep an eye out on the announcements. I think they will, they'll probably provide more information there. And so that's it for me for today. Thank you very much, everybody. And give me feedback on the shirt. Again, I will post the link here just so that for people that just joined, take a look at the link that I'm sending out. And, this is just something that I'm trying. There are, there's shirts and there's also a mug in there. There's like different designs that I'm trying out. Just let me know what you think about the design itself. I'm waiting for UPS to arrive so I can actually show it. I'll probably wear for the next stream or next episode, so you can take a look as well for yourself. And so, so that really is an out for me. Thank you very much. Have a good event, and I will see you next time. Okay, take care, everybody. See you and have a good event.